Welcome to the Talk podcast with ideas strategist Linda Reed-Enever. Talk is where we chat about ideas and inspiration you can use to market your business. Get ready for practical tips you can implement today with your host, Linda Reed-Enever.
Hi everyone, ideas and marketing strategist Linda Reed-Enever, and welcome back to the Talk podcast, where we talk all things marketing to help you market and grow your business. In this episode of the Talk podcast, we're going to look at 10 different marketing tips or ideas to help you grow your business. If you have been struggling to come up with ideas, then hopefully this episode will help you. Some of these you may have heard before, some of these might be brand new. So why not give them a try? You never know. They just might be the secret that you need to help you market your business. Now, I'm a big believer that everything starts with a great plan. So when we're starting to create our marketing, we start to need to have a look at a plan. So go over the next 12 months and actually start to plan out what you're going to share. That's where our marketing planner comes into handy, and it's available on Amazon, and our 2023 version is being created right now for you. So create a good marketing plan. Look at the theme of each month, then look at the newsletter, the podcast, the blog posts, the social media tips that you can share all around those themes. And if you break it down to themes for each month, creating the content then is not going to be so overwhelming. Use social media to your advantage. There is an amazing audience in front of social media, and quite often now a bigger audience than the general media, than PR is, because most people are accessing one social channel or another, well, actually statistically 3 social channels from their device on a daily basis. So we want to be able to tap into that. So we want to have a look at where our audience is hanging out. So go and have a look at the demographics of Facebook, of Twitter, of LinkedIn, of TikTok, of Pinterest, of YouTube, and then making sure that we own our platforms and we start to put into our marketing plan the opportunities of what content and how we're going to build our presence on each one of those platforms. Create engaging evergreen content from the start. Unless your business is all about running new workshops each and every month, chances are your content can be shared over and over again. So make sure that you create good, engaging, evergreen content. These are things like your top tips, your top tricks, social posts, pins and Instagram tips that can go out again and again. Even video for YouTube, a good solid evergreen video will put you in the second largest search engine and have people coming back time and time again. The advantage of having good evergreen content means that you can then keep sharing it over and over again. And when you don't have time to market, it's there backing you up throughout that process. We use a tool in-house called Reed-Enever that allows us then to have that evergreen content go out on autopilot. Now, as you're creating those content, might create blog posts, you might create podcasts, you might write articles, you might do ebooks and how-tos. We want to make sure that we are publishing that content on our website. So each video you load to YouTube, you're putting notes and everything in, and you're putting it on your blog. Each article you write, you make sure it's on your blog. Each podcast you create, put it into your website, a part of your blog. So your website is not only getting updated, but it's getting ranked for those keywords of that amazing content that you put out. And then remember to keep marketing that content through Reed-Enever or other tools like that so that people consistently come back to you. So if you can put that good evergreen content published on your website and having it shared again and again, it's going to be helpful for you from there. When you're publishing that content, invest in your time in SEO. Now, eventually you might need an SEO strategist, but right now, make sure you're investing your time in SEO. You're selecting a keyword for your blog post. You're making sure that you make the most of that keyword. You've optimized it. We use a tool in-house called Phrase to help us do that and make sure that we get the most out of it. There's another handy tool called Brainwork, which helps you being able to create tools and content based on SEO and search. Brainwork, most probably for you guys starting out, is the ideal one because you can search by a keyword, you can create content outlines, and you can optimize via that keyword using Brainwork. So that's going to be my top tip for you now. And create SEO-friendly, evergreen, engaging content. I know it's all coming back to the evergreen, engaging content, but it is the right thing. Target the right audience. Make sure you're talking to your ideal client, to the customer that is going to be working for you. You don't want to be talking to everyone. You want to be talking to the people who are going to buy from you, who are going to be engaged in the process and in the content you create and will see value of it. And then get involved in online communities that have those audiences. Get out there, talk to those people, and make sure that you are educating your market. You're sharing tips, you're sharing knowledge, you're sharing pieces of expertise along the way that allow these people to see you as an expert. This time you invest in knowledge share allows people to know, like, and trust you, and allows people to know how you work, and will actually decrease the amount of customer service issues that you'll have down the track by targeting that right audience and getting involved in online communities. And don't forget your offline communities as well. You want to make sure that you delve into those offline communities. You get networking, people get to see the face of the business. Now that we're out of the pandemic, get out there and network where you possibly can. And, see if there's some guest speaking opportunities for you to be able to get involved in either of these communities. It's a great way as well. Make great use of email marketing. We own two things on the internet. One's our website, one's our email list and our email marketing. So make the most of it. Make sure that you are putting into your marketing plan the opportunity to have really good lead magnets and opt-ins, and then nurture people through good, strong nurture sequences through their email marketing. So making sure that you're sending out a good newsletter on a regular basis, that you're updating people of the stuff that you have, that, if they get an opt-in, you help them implement that opt-in so that they will buy your service next. And finally, track your results. Quite often people come to me for marketing help and they say things are not working. And then we go into and I ask them what results have they tracked or how do they know? And what they're actually doing is they're making decisions without having the results. Make sure you've got Google Analytics installed and you're checking where your traffic is coming from. Make sure you're looking at the insights on your Facebook or your YouTube or your LinkedIn posts or your Twitter posts or Pinterest posts, and make sure you're delivering your content in time where your audience is there. And if you're not, tweak it. If you're not getting the right results, then change the message and adjust and readjust to making sure that until you get it right and you get the formula right for your people and your message. Now, there are going to be times within business where you create great evergreen content and it's worked for you in the past, but the algorithms or how people want change and we need to tweak it. So make sure that in amongst everything else we've covered today in your marketing plan, you add some time for retest and review, and so that you can re-strategize and bring new elements into your marketing over time. Until next time, happy marketing. I hope these tips help you. If they do, come back and let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and I look forward to sharing more tips with you in the next episode of the Talk Podcast.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Talk with Linda Reed-Enever. Make sure you subscribe via your favourite podcast app so you don't miss the next great episode. You can find more ideas and inspiration at lindareedenever.com.au.